Now that we are on the live chart, I'm going to show you every single setup which is happening. You have to just be careful that you have to take this trade aligned with the higher time frame. So I don't want to just repeat myself over and over. So this one is our trend, and when we want to just take trends, these engulfing candles should happen in the extension of this move. And if it is in the downtrend mood, it should be in the low, the extension of downtrend. So now, as you see here, this is our 1 hour, okay, engulfing, okay. Now, as you see, we have this trend, okay. This is so sideways, but I'm not going to consider context right now because this has educational purpose for just setup. Your setup should be inside the context. I'm repeating myself. Your setup without context is meaningless, okay. Now, if we go down into the lower time frame, we're gonna have 4 candles that they are making 1 hour candle. So what is it? So we have this engulfing candle. So we're going to mark it. Now, when we go to the lower time frame, let's see if we see any drop-based drop or direction candle-based direction candle. We don't see any in 15. What about this one? Nothing yet. What about 3 minutes? Okay, so we have a lot of them. Yeah, in 5 minutes we had. Oh, sorry, in 15 minutes. Okay, we don't have in 15 minutes. The first lower time frame that we have any drop-based drop is in 5 minutes. So we have many of them. So you should say that, okay, so we have here, we have here, we have here. So 1, 2, 3. Which one should I consider? Always remember, because we want to have a good RR, even you are taking candles that they happen here, bases that they are here. If you want to hunt them, it's not going to give you a lot of Rs up until they're trying to break this low because it needs a lot of pressure and momentum. So our preferable place is usually here. It doesn't matter if it tags you in or not. So now 5 minutes, it is green candle. Okay. Now later on, we're gonna play. We're gonna just move forward to see what happens to the price. Now let me. Okay. Now we touched it. To have the better entry point, okay, it is not just like touching it and you're just getting inside a trade. So it's better to just narrow down your zones to just engulfing inside this engulfing zones, okay? Now, here we have it, and sometimes we have sweep of them, okay? You have to expect it. And later after rejection, so this is 3 minutes time frame. As you see here, this is 3 minutes. And we also have some liquidity up there. Let's see what the reaction on market to this will be, okay? So this is the first example. So the first example is done. So we usually have this RR. So based on your risk tolerance, so you could enter exactly here, okay, like in this one. If you want to have higher win rate, your stop will be behind this, okay, and you could go out. Of course, your win rate is at a cost, okay. It comes with a cost, so you're gonna just put it a little bit far away. Your stop is not triggered. But if you want to have higher IR but higher risk, you gotta just take this trade like this one. It depends on your risk tolerance and how bold in the live market you are. Now, so this was one example. Let's go back to, again, original 1 hour time frame. So we need to have, as you see here, it was counter trend, right? If you go, this is the counting of the legs. Okay. Now, if we want to count it, this was happening inside in this area inside what pullback. So we were selling it here, right? But we have to just see what expectation we have from the market. Now, let's go 1 bar at a time. So look here. I want to go back to the lower time frame. Look at this one. If you were not exiting here, so what would happen to your? Actually, we entered in 3 minutes, I think. Yes, yeah, like that. So if you were not exiting from your trade here, what would happen to your stop? Okay, if your stop was here, let's say, okay, so your stop was here, your stop would be hit, and right away it was going out. Always consider this sweeping, okay? So if sweeping happens here or not happening, okay? So sweeping makes your entry a little bit strong and you have more confluences. And also another thing that it happens inside the pullback is having measured legs. This is first leg, and the second one should be almost the same as the first one, okay? So then sweeping and measured leg, okay? Sweep and reject. These are really important pull back. Now, let me get rid of these details. So in the higher time frame, you will go back to that. Okay. Now, here we still need another momentum candle. Okay, this is engulfing. Let's see if it is finishing. Okay, yeah. I should go back one more time here. Now, when we have this engulfing or momentum candle, so this is our candle. Okay. So, and this is red because it is 1 hour. I put red for 1 hour. Now, we drop down into time frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have any drop-based drop here? Nothing. What about this one? Yes, we have drop-based drop just until we have, okay, let me show you this. So this time frame is 5 minutes time frame. This in the 5 minute, we can narrow it down to this zone, even this one. Okay. So let's see what is the reaction of candles to this place is. Okay. So in 5 minutes, it was like that. So if we were going to 3 minutes or 1 minute, okay, it would be here. Okay. So as you see, we have again a sweep here, on the right side of the valley. Okay, this is our valley. Okay, so we have a fake zone here. This fake zone is stops that they are here. They're actually swept, and now it is going down. Okay, now again, the second one. It was our second. This one was the first one. This one was the second one. Although it is just counter trend, so we had these moves. As you see, our aim is to just hunt these shadows when they're happening. Okay, so how do we do that? Based on this systematic approach that we have. Now, let me go to the another example if we have any. Oh, this candle itself. Let's see if it gives us the because it is also a momentum candle, right? So this is going to be red again. So let's dive into, let me adjust it. So in first lower time frame is 15 minutes. Let me adjust again. Yeah, was it correct? Yes, it was correct. Now 15 minutes, 30 minutes is this one. Now 15 minutes is this one. We don't have any drop-based drop in middle of it. 5 minutes. Okay, we have one there up here. Okay, now, and because it has high momentum, okay, we can find one in middle and see the reaction of the price into this one between these two. Okay, so we have also this 1 minute with gray. Okay, so let's play it out. It didn't come at all. It didn't come. So now here, another engulfing candle. Let's just let it finish. Okay. So here we go. Let it be here. I'm going to copy this one there. Okay. So let's break this candle down into drops, drop base and drop. Okay, 15 minutes. Nothing. 5 minutes. Okay, the first ones are here. Okay. And also here. They're overlapping. So now, which one do you prefer? Would you prefer the lower one or the higher one? So I would go with the higher one. It is not just for the sake of RR, because in front of that, we have something called break of this, okay, this area, this zone. So this one, okay, we broke this swing low. And the reason is that we had some buyers here that their stop were triggered. And I mean that they didn't have a stop because they are a big institution. They're in a very huge throwdown, okay? That's why they try to bring the market back into the break-even zone. Break-even zones are here. Look, if we consider low of this candle with the prior low, because it is in a downtrend and the leg is in the downtrend, okay, the low of this candle should be lower than the prior one, and this one should be lower than the prior one. This should be lower than the prior one, and this should be lower than the prior one, but we don't see it. So that's why we call this one break-even zone or break-even level, or let's say most recent high low. But this one is inside bar. So, but the other one, the prior most recent high low or break-even point is here. So it is aligned with this one and this one. Let's see if it's coming back here or it doesn't come back. And here, if we go to the 3 minutes time frame, Okay. Do we have any? Yeah, we have something like this in 3 minutes. Okay. Let's see what happens if it is going to sweep it or if it's going to be ignored. We have also this one, but this is very low in lower time frame. It cannot hold the price. I think it's going to be swept. So, okay, now here we are in the place that we can, we're, okay. So let's see what happens. Is it going to be fake one? As I said, it should be on the right side of it, okay? Or is it going to be a real one? So here, by the way, this 3 minutes time frame, now this is 1 minute. If you were just going to lower RR and you were taking the trade here like this, I mean, based on this zone. Wait a second, please. Okay, this zone that we have this is another setup, A/B setup. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that one as well, or you can go to the video list and you'll see it in the future. So now you could go here. Okay, your stop would be one time this last candle, like this one, for example. So this one, this was the candle which entered the territory right here. Now at the close of the candle, if I go there, if I put my stop entry on the close of the candle and my stop in one range of this candle, so it would be now 2 hours so far. But let's see what happens later if you couldn't catch this one on time. So, and if it is sweeping or it doesn't sweep. So maybe sweep happened here. This was our fake zone, possibly. Okay. Okay, write this. Now let's go and count the legs here. We're gonna have 3 legs or 2 legs. Okay, one measured leg with this one. Let's see if we have the second one, 2, and 4. So what should we do? Can we have 4 measured zone? Yes, like this one. I'm going to change the color to that is okay. So and 2 measured one. So when we have this 2 measured zone in a zone which is confluencing, okay, it's giving us more confidence. Okay, we have sweat, we have valid zones, we have also retesting of it. Okay, so this is the place that you should consider risking your money. Okay, now what would be the result of the trade? Yeah, it went down. Where? Okay, now bear in mind, guys, I didn't just check this trades before. The thing is that we are lucky that we are in this backtesting. We are in a place that we have. Let me just clean this mess up. Okay, we're in a place that is starting to just trend. Okay, that's the lucky part that we have. But the point is that we never go trade. We do trade without being in a good context. So our first step is just preparing good context. If we don't have any context, we shouldn't go inside any trade. So that's why look at this one. We have 1 hour time frame. So when it is just bar replaying, okay, you wouldn't feel at all. Okay, you just click it and you can see 1 bar in a second. Okay, but in the real market, it is not going to happen. Okay, so you have to be very, very patient. You have to just check your chart every 1 hour if you're going to break this 1 hour down in the lower time frame and trade that one. Okay, so now let me. Okay, we're looking for a momentum candle. Let me get rid of this one as well, not to have the messy one. So see, these are the places that we are going to hunt. We couldn't get it this one, but we had this one and this one. So even if you don't have enough context here, although it is just going to give us the second leg of the bigger one. So if you consider a high time frame event, again, you can see that it came here. So we tested this red zone, which is 1 hour zone. It gave one fake zone and also swept it here just by in a tick. You can see that. Okay, this swept by. Now it is going down. So it is going to be this one possibly, okay, in the higher, if you look at this one. So now we should be in the aligned with the trend. So, and these engulfing should happen in the last leg. And it shows that if we are in a trendy market down, if it comes down, and also we have a leg which is down, which is extension, or and it doesn't matter the beginning of extension or middle of extension, and preferably not the end of it. So we have the engulfing. So 2 momentums are backing us up. Okay, one is for the higher time frame momentum, the other one is the legs momentum, and also the last one is the candles momentum. So it means that 3 things that there you can be sure that okay, it is worth putting your money under risk. Okay, at the risks. Okay, now again here it happened. Let's see what happens later. Other candle, which is 1 hour candle. Okay, now this is engulfing, happened here, just right in this place. So in this situation that we have 2 candles, okay, let's go with the candle which is, okay, second one. You could just consider this as well, no difference, but I don't want you to just get confused. So let's consider 2 of them, but this one is inside bar. Anyways, let's go. So here, I'm going back again, maybe. Sure, yeah, now we have 4 candles. So the previous candle, this one is previous candle. Let me show the borders so that we can distinguish these two. Okay, now up until here we had 1 candle, which was this pin bar, and this one is the second one. So do we have anything in front of the price here? So these are liquidity zones, and price should have some reaction to them. It would break them very hard, or it would go back. We're going to see the reaction. Now I'm going to analyze this 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So we don't have any drop here. I mean base here. Let's find the base. Okay, this is first base we have. It is again in 5 minutes. It's interesting. All are in 5 minutes, and we don't have anything else. Let's go to 3 minutes. Okay, here. So we have one here as well. So this one is upper. I'm going to make it a little. Okay. I have to bear in mind that we have that one as well. In 1 minute, let me see if I can find anything which is inside these zones. Okay, here we go. Okay, and also this liquidity zone, which is a failed one. And at the end of the day, we have this one. So now let's play it out. Okay, so here we're in the 1 minute time frame. Okay, we had first reaction. So first reaction. So it turned out to be a fake one. So it was swept. If you were going short here, most probably you would just either here or there, your stop would be triggered. Look, now if you go here, if you were putting it here, let me make zoom. You can see, look, if you put this stop here, just give me a minute. Yeah, your TP hunting for 4, your TP would be, sorry, your stop would be triggered. But if you were using this technique of, for example, our last candle is here, this one. Okay, let me make it black. So, and if we take this arrow and put it on the close of the candle, and you put your stop there, it is behind, let's say, zone. Okay, automatically it falls there. So you would get 1-to-1 without before your stop would trigger. Let's see if our TP is triggered first or stop. Let's go there, down. Yes, our TP would be triggered first, later it went up. Okay, and you have to bear in mind that 1 to 2 is very good. Okay, if your win rate is like 70, okay, do the math. Now let's go and see what happens to this in the higher time, I mean 1 minute. Where does it react? Okay, again, look at this reaction. Okay, now let's do the same stuff. Okay, some people would go short from here. Okay, as you see, this is what these are all our pullbacks, right? These are all our pullbacks now, and most possibly it would go there. And so let's see if we could hunt this ones. Okay, let's get back to the higher time frame. So you could have charts, I mean, 1 hour here, 15 minutes there, and charts next to each other so that you don't need to just go up and down. For the educational sake, I'm doing that. So now here, we don't have anything like uptrend in this time frame. In 15 minutes, so we have this, but again, we don't have this much. I don't think we have any drop-based drop inside this one. So if we consider these 2 legs, these 2 candles from here to there, it is let's make it blue because 15 minutes has blue color. Okay, in here. So let me make 1 candle at a time. Okay, 1 here, and another here. Okay, let's see if we can find any drop-based drop inside that one. So here, from there to there, nothing. From there to there, we have this zone. So we were trading it. No, we couldn't do it with this method. So you could trade this one using first entry. What is first entry? So actually, I will go and explain that one as well. First entry is that when we have this momentum candle, I mean momentum trend like this one, the momentum is so high. So you're going to track when it is uptrend, you're going to track the high of the candles in the pullback. And whenever we have the second leg down, look here we have first symmetry leg. Here is the second symmetry leg. This one is our first entry here. Okay, if you just track it, when the breakout happened in the high of these one of these candles, like it here happened, I think with a small tick. Yeah. Okay. You would go buy in the first entry, but usually the most, I mean, the better one is just wait for this one, and you could go buy first entry. Here you would tag it in. You would be tagged in. But it's interesting here. If you were just considering this one as your stop, you would be tagged out immediately, unless you can use the change of phase in the lower time frame here. So I think it is better to just stick to one method. Doesn't matter if your stop is triggered. That's fine, no problem. So now let's go and do our stop there. Stops are left here. Yeah. Okay. Now the same story, like here. Okay. Now, okay. So we have good reaction. So this one not only gives you higher reward to risk, and also your stop. Let's say if you were just considering this method of putting your, let's say, I mean, adjusting your stop. I'm sorry, let me choose sell. So you're adjusting your stop based on the range of the momentum candle that entered the territory, like this. Okay, so you would put it here. So if you were playing it safe, your stop would be in a safe place, and your TP is somewhere here. We have two. Okay, but if you want to just go by the zone, adjust it and put it behind the zone with the same one, you could get 1 to 10. Okay. Now, here, 1 to 2, 1 to 10. Already we had here as well, some others. Okay, we had so far. It's interesting. We have a good trend here. Now, let's go back. We're still here, and we had multiple entries. Let me clean up this mess. Okay, so, okay, and this one, and this one. Okay, now, we're getting back to the structured time frame. So in the structured time frame, yeah, as you see, we're targeting this one. We did that, okay? So that's more than enough that we need. Although it is a bullish candle, we just targeted the tip of this shadow, and we're out here, okay? Now let's see what happens there. Okay, now here we have this candle break. So this is our engulfing candle. What's happened in this candle, right? So now, if I want to consider this candle as our momentum candle, which is not actually. So look, we have this shadow. We don't want to have this shadow. Okay. This is the reaction to this liquidity sweep here. Okay. Not just right there, here. Okay. So these are from the body of the candle up until the end of the shadow is called fighting zone. Okay. So shadows are fighting places, closes of the candles are showing the winners. So that's why in some of the systems, engulfing systems or Malaysian SNR or other places, they don't consider shadows as important. While it is important, they are the places that this fight happens. So if you look at this one, we are in the almost sideway, but this leg was just coming down, and we tried to just hunt in different location. This one, okay, these were all sell setups. Why? Because the leg was coming down. Okay, engulfing started here, and we just came down again. And if you want to just trade like this, you need to have momentum. Not only in this, momentum should be in the pattern, it should be in the last leg. It should also be in the candle. How can we identify that one? With using engulfing system, which is the momentum candle. Okay. If I have this video became so long, so I don't want to just you get bored. So go over the chart and you will see thousands of these setups. Okay. So just consider your SL place, your TP place, and you're good to go. So if I make time, I'll just make other videos as well with other setups. So that was interesting that I hadn't just picked this special zone to trade. Okay. It is just random. Okay, you could believe me or it doesn't matter. You don't believe me, but whatever. You can go to the chart and you will see that this happened also inside here. This happened also inside here. Okay, maybe not in this time frame to the lower time frame. If you have this kind of movement, go to the lower time frame. Like 15 minutes is your starting point, and you can just hunt the trade out of 1 minute or even lower time frame, 15 seconds. Okay, so you know the concept. Okay, you need just one engulfing. You need one trend, later momentum leg, which is extension leg, and at the end of the day, you need an engulfing candle. So you're breaking that candle down for the to the lower time frame, which is drop base drop or rally base rally. Okay, trend base trend candles. Okay, later you're narrowing down your trading zone, and you're going to be sure like 75% that because you have three momentum backing you up, you could have a more winner than loser. Okay, so stay tuned, have fun, bye for now.